Kia ora, guys, gals, and legionnaires. Rycon here, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Frost. Now, in the last 2 episodes, we were using gas masks of the Wasteland. However, after thinking it over, I am going to remove it. I feel like while it is semi-balanced for Frost, it isn't entirely balanced for Frost, because in the vanilla game, when you walk outside, there isn't always radiation. So it was kind of more balanced for that than Frost, where there is a constant permeating, ever-present radiation. The radiation in gas masks of the Wasteland is primarily meant to come in the form of weather, and that's dust storms and rainstorms. So you won't be using those filters as often, and you'll probably just need to chuck your gas mask on for a short period of time. Unfortunately, in Frost, having to wear it all the time means that the 7 necessary dirty filters for one clean filter is incredibly imbalanced, in my opinion. But that is just my opinion. However, I don't think it's going to work out in the long term for us with this mod. And while it's been fun to test it out, we aren't going to be keeping it. Now, gas masks are still very, very important. We're always going to need to have one when we're going outside, but at least for now, we aren't going to be having to stress out constantly about cleaning our filters. And I hope that's okay with you all. I know that some of you absolutely hated the breathing, and so you'll be happy to know that it is now gone for good. But guys and gals, I have talked for far too long. It is now time for us to dive on in. Now, you'll notice from the intro that we don't have our gas mask on, so we need to make sure that we put that on before we actually head outside. And I'm hoping now we'll actually be able to equip it properly. Let's see. Hey, it sounded like we put it on. That's good. Yay! Good stuff for us. So let's check out our statuses quite quickly. So yeah, we are addicted to alcohol right now. I don't know if we'd be able to go cold turkey. That might not be good for us. So that's something that we need to consider in the future, is that we're going to need some booze. And, well, among other things, it seems that Elliot is getting addicted to a number of things. So yeah, not exactly the best. But what I'm wanting to try and do upstairs today is perhaps attempt to build even just a small shack. Now, Elliot isn't going to be the kind of person that settles down for long, but I think it's going to be good for us to have somewhere where we can actually know that we can get a good night's sleep. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here that we want to take with us before we actually go, and I think we're okay for the most part, so we're probably going to leave everything else down here. The food, etc., we aren't going to have any need of, so we're going to head back up to the surface, and we actually have weapons and things that we need to drop off, so we'll be sure to do that. And I want to see if we can track down our ghoul friend, because we should have at least one more GF rolling around in that home there. And it sounds like possibly, but that could also be Codsworth as well. We're not getting enough movement to make me think that you are in here. Unless he's gone wandering, that's possible, but it'd be strange. Let's go ahead and... oh right, it's just this, that's right, okay. I remember now. Well, this will have to do. No, there's definitely no one in here. We'd be getting a lot more of a tingle than what we're getting now, but I don't remember killing you. That's unusual. It's almost as though it died, but didn't die. I don't know what happened there. There are some unusual things that happen from time to time, and I think that might be one of them. Or, chances are, it's wandering around outside somewhere, so that's something that we need to keep in mind. Now, it is late, so we don't want to be dicking around for too long, but what I want to try and do is get our weapons from up there and go ahead and transfer them into our workshop. Codsworth, how about you just keep us safe? You know, I'll stay on this side of the road, you stay on that side, you know, we'll all be happy. We'll see if that can work out. So let's go ahead and get transferring. We can pretty much transfer the majority of the ammunition that we have on us, because we don't have guns that we're wanting to use that with. I really want to get our pistol back. I really do, because that was just, it was meaty. It was a good gun. I really quite enjoyed it. We're going to get rid of the 50 caliber rounds as well for now, and we're going to get rid of that rifle as well, dropping you back over there. So we're going to run quickly back up to the body. We could access it on the ground, but, well, we do want to have some kind of realism in this still. So we're going to go ahead and actually head up to the body itself. Interesting that the mud fruit is growing there, so it looks like maybe it is possible to grow some things on the surface, so it's good for humanity. They have a chance, perhaps. And it's good for Elliot, because, you know, he needs them to stay alive, right? Because if they aren't alive, they ain't no good to him. Let's go ahead and take all of those bits as well. Oh, we crave a different kind of food already. Well, we have a soup, so I think we're gonna wait. I think we're gonna wait, see if we do get ravenous again, which I think we are, because apparently that's a vanilla thing. It's a vanilla thing with being a cannibal. As soon as you get hungry, you are ravenous. I guess it's kind of like vampiric-esque, maybe? I don't know if that's what they were going, with it. Who knows? Who knows? That could be what they were thinking. But we aren't going to make a lavish home for our friend. We're going to make something that works. And I promise I'm not going to walk around just scrapping absolutely everything. But we're going to clear this space off, tearing that down. I imagine Elliot would be spending quite a fair bit of time doing that. And we're going to go ahead and make ourselves just a really basic prefab structure. That's the idea. We're going to need a fair amount of wood as well, so let's go ahead and chop one of these trees down, maybe two. Imagine that they get pushed down rather easily. So I can kind of imagine us spending a little bit more time than what we're doing right now. We could go ahead and make ourselves a barn or something like that, which I've never made a barn before. I kind of like that. It's pretty open. I would hope that we could make a nice door to go over the front of that, just to seal things up, you know. But I think that'll be a little bit more Elliot than just a regular home. So I'm probably going to go ahead and try and build it right on the edge here, so that we can build some steps that go up to it. Oh, of course that's going to happen. I forgot. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of construction, actually, and I think that's level enough. Please be level. Oh, it's level enough. It's level enough. Okay, so ideally there will be some doors in here. I'm not 100% sure whether or not we're going to have those. They might actually just be under regular doors. There we go, barn doors. Brilliant. Okay, so obviously we can go with that in the back. That's going to use some of our wood. That's perfectly fine. A fine door, if you ask me. And we'll need some larger barn doors. Okay, these ones here. Brilliant. Okay, so can I not get you to snap into position here? Because I would have imagined that, we need one that's going to be too wide. I almost imagined it to be like a garage door type thing, but maybe not. They do seem to kind of go into position here, but, you'd want the hinges to be on the outside. Definitely, that's something that you'd want to have happen. This is odd, to say the least, for me. Okay. I guess it's going to be... Oh, hang on, it does actually lock into position there. Well, that one locked into position, but that one didn't. Well, I guess we could try and see if we can just remove this one. We can just store it, so that's okay, and we'll be able to replace it. And hopefully that'll actually be able to lock into position, so let's see. We don't seem to get like a hard lock like that one was. Unless you want me to go that way, that would be really unusual. How peculiar. Well, I promise I won't be doing this for too much longer. We're going to get it into... Because, look, at the end of the day, Elliot's not an expert, carpenter and builder, so I wouldn't expect him to be able to place this down absolutely perfectly, but, we do want to keep out the outside world, so it'd be kind of nice, because I imagine that the ghouls will actually respawn here. Yeah, you don't want to play ball, do you? No, you do not. I thought for a second then it did a little lock, but unfortunately no. Well, I'm not going to mess around this. Yeah, that's going to have to do. That's not even close to being right, but god damn, that's terrible. Well, like I said, that's probably going to have to do for the time being. Yeah. Now, we aren't going to decorate this place too much. I'm probably not going to do that on camera. If I do, it's more than likely going to be off camera. But what we need for the time being is a bed. Now, we don't need a big grand bed. We can see that we can actually make some tents here as well. That is from campsite. I don't know if we could pick them up after making them here, but I wonder if that bed actually helps us out more than just a regular bed. Maybe. We're going to go ahead and stick this thing right in the corner. Going to go looking at having it around about here. And I'll probably just go and chuck down a basic bedside table or something of like. Yeah. And that's going to have our little lamp on. That's going to give us just a little bit of light. Here we go. And we'll go track down some of that. Power. Well, we don't want to be building generators just yet, I think, but we want to have a basic light. Probably not a campfire. We can go ahead and put that outside. I think that would actually be kind of nice, but we're just going to go for an oil lamp for now. We've got enough resources to be able to do it, and there we go. I mean, it's not terrible, right? If there is a radiation storm, we can go ahead and just run to the emergency shelter. That kind of works out well for me, but I actually would like to have a campfire outside. Right, can't do that, so let's go ahead and exit. Open that door. Is that... Oh, wow. Oh, okay, so hang on. Maybe I've kind of screwed that up because it looks like that's always going to open that way. There could be another door. Perhaps that's the case. We're going to go ahead and build that campfire just right outside. And I guess this is a good time for me to ask, when it comes to building, I know some people really like to watch those episodes, other people not so much. So let me know if you would like to see me doing some construction. Yeah, make your feelings known. Otherwise, I'll probably do just a little bit of stuff off camera. But I do want to try and see if we can fix this door. I know this has been a lot of door happenings, but let's go ahead and just scrap this one for now. Because I believe there should be another door then, right? That would make sense to me. Let's go across to doors. Okay, yeah, so there's probably... Yeah, so it's going to be that one, right? Yep, there we go. I imagine there were quite a few of you screaming at me. But hey, we got there in the end. And we've actually got an okay bed. Yeah, it could be worse. And I kind of like Elliot's barn. It's, well, it's not perfect by any means, but it's better than nothing. And, yeah, it's kind of home. So that'll do us fine for now. I would love for us to be able to use a fungal purge. Don't think it's going to be possible though. I think it is going to still take too much away from us. I still haven't figured out exactly how much HP it is. I know I've got varying reports from everyone as to how much it actually does. What we could try and do is just consume a bit of brain fungus and the rest. That could help us out. Also, it probably is worth us going and checking the chem station to see. Now, I don't think we can pick up the chem stations. Would be good if we could. I don't know if I have the ability to do so, though. It's not too much of a run to get over to it, but now it's that one there, isn't it? That was the drug household. I mean, it's not exactly a clandestine operation, right? It's kind of out in the open. I don't know who they were fooling. Let's see if we can move. We can only scrap it, so that's unfortunate. I thought there might have been a change there since the early days of Fallout, but alas, that isn't the case. But we can see camping gear. We can make a whole heap of camping gear. It's probably worth us having just a really basic setup there, maybe. But that's going to be more things for us to carry around with us, so yeah, maybe not. We're not going to worry about fireworks for now. I'm just going to scroll through. It's probably going to be healing. I'm just seeing if there is anything else that we can make right now. We can make a torch and we can make a lantern. It's probably going to be worth us having the lantern though. Yeah, because there have been times where I really have needed one. So let's go ahead, make ourselves a lantern. It's not going to weigh us down too much. And let's go have a look at healing and see what we can do. So fungal purge, yeah, it's gonna damage us. Glowing bat. Ah, okay. Some irradiated blood that gives us radiation resistance. Okay. All right, and that's insomnia and weakness. We're actually suffering from weakness right now, so I guess it's worthwhile looking out for those things. You do need purified water, though. Infection and parasites. Oh, so that's resistance. Okay, so maybe those are things that we'd want to have if we were going to try and sleep in just a regular bed. So it could also be good to just have these things, right? So I think all of these herbs we're going to have around. Okay, mystery spit. I wonder if that is from... Could be from the Cannibal mod. Possibly. Chemist, we're not going to be able to do that, unfortunately. Cure sickness, that sounds great. Glowing fungus and some stim packs. We do actually have some stim packs. Blood pack and antiseptic. Could be worth looking into that eventually. Now, hang on. Oh, we can almost make Radaway. We just need one... Okay, we need a lot more glowing fungus. And I kind of am kicking myself that we just straight up ate them. Can we grow glowing fungus? That might be something that we might try to look into in terms of a mod, if we can't. I don't know if we can grow them. Let's have a look. We'll have a look. Because we might be able to get a little bit of a plot of those. Because glowing fungus and brain fungus, I imagine, are going to be incredibly useful to us in the long run. I like just the little light coming from the inside there. Not bad. We're starting to make a little bit of a home for ourselves. We're not going to be bringing people here though, because that's not really Elliot's jam. So let's have a look and see what we can do under planting, just in case there's anything different there, because there's a chance that there might be. We've got resources. What are you, Raider? Okay, just a few bits and bobs. Well, there might be some things that are quite Elliot orientated there. Okay, so we can just place down food, brain fungus. Oh, okay, we totally freaking can. Oh, okay, good. We can actually do that. Okay, so yeah, brain fungus. Let's go ahead and grow some out the front of here. You know, we could just do it down the side, and I could just do a little bit of a fence and gate system around this. But I like it, and it's actually going to give us a little bit of okay, let's do some variation though, right? Yeah. Because essentially it's using the same amount of them, and I think you'd end up getting the same amount from them once they're actually grown, but we can't quite get you to intersect, can we? No. Alright, well, we'll space you apart a little bit further. And I think this actually works, having the fungus on here, just because, well, it seems to be able to grow in these kinds of places. It doesn't seem to need dirt to grow on. There we go, there's our perk helping us out yet again. Drop you there. Brilliant. Okay, so before long we should have a little bit more fungus. At least brain fungus. The glowing fungus we're going to have to try and get a bit more of. I don't know where we could get that around here right now, especially without using, I guess, prior knowledge? Yeah. I do want to go ahead and check out the vault though. That is going to be something that we do this episode. And I want to be prepared for it. I wanted to try and get rid of more radiation, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're kind of at a point now where this is what we got, and we're going to have to just kind of go with it. So how tired are we? Because we could have a sleep now. We could have a sleep. We've got a proper bed. We aren't really. We're actually caffeinated, so we're not that tired at all. We might end up just pushing on throughout the night for a little bit longer. Although the question is, how late is it? It's 10:22 right now, so I think we might try and head up to the vault, see what we got going on up there, and then come back here and have a sleep, or even have a sleep there. Either or. Now, are you still? No, you aren't. Let's go ahead and chuck you on 4, and we're going to put you on 3. Okay, and let's start to move up. Kind of hoping that we'll find some booze in the process. You're kidding me? The lantern isn't working. Unless I didn't... Oh, hang on. We have to equip said lantern. There we go. Okay. And that is actually working. And it's working quite well. Brilliant. Okay. It's funny because we actually... We kind of roleplayed it that we actually do have the Pip-Boy in this. Rock like the Barbarian. Have we not... Oh, I didn't... Did I not take you? No. I think we're going to need to do a full look around the houses and scavenge absolutely everything, but that's not my goal right now. My goal is the vault. Or whatever might be there now. So this should be our pathway. Should be what we're after. And so far I'm not hearing any storms in the distance, so I'm feeling okay. I'm probably actually going to swap out to you though, so that we have a little bit more of a draw. Now we'll take the flowers along the way. Even though the hub flowers aren't what we need to keep our eye out for other types of flowers. Soot bean, we'll take you, why not? Unlucky folks. Okay, take it easy. We might need to flick the light off. It is damn quiet though. Ooh, hello, thank you. Yeah. No, leave it at that. Hello, birdies. See you later. Here we go. It's dead. No one here. Light bulb. Wrench. Gas canister mine? Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. If we can fit it, we'll do it. Now, I don't even know if we're going to be able to get in here. Oh, the sound is coming from here, right? It's kind of creepy. Well, this might work. I don't know if it will. We'll take those. Okay. It sounds good. Okay. Oh, okay. It's working. Holy shit. Okay. I thought it might just not let us in. That's working. Okay, no. Yeah. That's, it's not quite working. Oh no. There actually was an invisible wall there. So this unfortunately isn't working properly. I don't know if we're not meant to be down here, or what the case is. Maybe some of you know, for sure, or you've seen this happen before, but unfortunately, I don't think we have a way in. No. Oh, okay, apart from lack of water. Well, the water we can deal with for now. And it might be actually worth us trying to make a pump back home. That's going to give us dirty water, that's fine, but, you know, that's a somewhat renewable source of dirty water. No, dirty water we don't drink. Purified water. God damn, what am I doing? Purified water. Here we go. Probably hydrated. Well, we got probably hydrated after one, so that's interesting. And there is actually a gas mask here. So I guess that's maybe if you do start inside, maybe it is possible to still start inside. I don't know if it is. Can we get back up? Okay, we can. It's semi-working. Well, let's leave that one behind. Let's pretend that didn't happen. Almost pretend that we weren't able to get inside. Yeah, the sun is really starting to set now. You can see the darkness is kind of starting to overtake the land. So we are going to head back and contemplate going to sleep. I might try and do just a little bit more basic construction before we do. Look at getting down maybe a water pump, among other things. Well, I mean, Elliot's a capable enough person, so I imagine he would be able to make some of the machinery, or at least repurpose machinery to be able to make a few bits and bobs. But having water semi-close to home, that'll definitely help. And we might actually be able to construct some other things to go onto that campfire, the one that's just sitting outside, so we might actually be able to place a few things down on it. That might even be an option for us to do that. I'm gonna see. We're gonna check. 8-ball, hello. Let's have a look. We can't select anything on it right now. So I know that you can make fire kits, and from that you can make other bits of camping bits and pieces. We could also just make another camping, or at least another, like, cooking station of sorts. Can we harvest these right away? Well, I guess we kind of could, right? Because we've just placed them down. Okay. So that's kind of almost already a return of what we placed down, and I guess the seeds, or at least the, you know, the start of them is still there. Didn't realize this was a red barn in the darkness, but it's very fitting of Elliot to have a blood red barn that he lives inside. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so we were feeling a little bit more hunger, so I'm wondering whether or not now would be the right time to have something to eat. So let's have a look at having the strange meat pie for the first time. So this does say stealth field. Oh, well, does it actually do that to us? I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. Now, yeah, we are full on invisible. Okay, I don't know if I like that. So I think if and when we ever eat this food, it is going to be when we're not in combat. I think is when I'd want to use it. Otherwise, I could see that as being a bit just like weird. Like, why does that give us a stealth field? It's a strange choice for the mod author, but hey, I mean, whatever. They can do what they want. Okay, so would be nice to get a little bit more going on here. So let's see. If we're going to chuck down a water pump, somewhere close but not too close. Let's see. Water. Okay, alright. Water pump powered. No, so we're not going to be able to do that right away, but even just having this here could be quite good. And I guess what direction do we want to have it? We could go like that. Having it near our little farm there should be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and place you right there. And theoretically, with that, we should be able to fill up some bottles. And that we can. Now, if we have to do that for each bottle, do we just keep on going and filling? Because that'd be cool. Oh, we do. Well, hey, that's something. I'll take it. Not bad. We don't want to become over-encumbered here, so we will, I guess, hit tab to get out of it, but it's not a bad way to do it. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Okay, and we might actually end up swapping that out for another camp station. So, let's see. If we were to do that, that is going to be under... Miscellaneous? No, not miscellaneous. Just seeing if we have anything different there. Barbershop chair? Okay, interesting. Cool, okay. No, that's fine. And it looks like those are the only options we have to plant right now. So I guess maybe you can't plant other things normally, which is, I mean, that's a interesting choice. Interesting choice. Okay, you'll have to excuse me for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find, not stores, crafting. There we go. Okay, I was thinking we might have to actually cut that out, but no, we're okay. And the cooking pot, unfortunately, we can't seem to place on top of the fire, but we can kind of place beside that one. I don't know if this is going to place another fire. If it does, we'll just remove the original one. It doesn't, so I guess it kind of makes sense to me to have that next to the fire. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we're going to be able to do with our little cooking pot here. So we can make some boiled water, and we're sitting next to that fireplace as well, so I like it. It's nice. So let's get making. Nice, good. And doesn't seem like we can make anything else down there right now. We might be able to roast a few things. Let's have a look. I think we do have some kicking about. Strange meat pie. Yep. Okay, we can make one. Let's do it. Yeah, so I kind of think the HP that it gives you still works, because whenever we eat from a corpse normally, we regain HP. We regain a decent amount. Just the stealth field that I don't like, so yeah. If that could be changed, I would be happy. Now, I'm not going to do any more construction around here today. I don't think that's something that we want to do. We are kind of close towards the end of the episode. I do want to just check around and make sure that we're actually safe here. Hey, is that... Oh, that's just the bottle? Or is that unopened? Oh, it's unopened. Let's go ahead and drink it now, because I think it'll help. Because we seem to need it a fair amount now. Did that do anything? I think it did. We just didn't have any sound from us from drinking, so interesting. But hey, that's taken away our other craving that we have, alcoholism. Okay. Hi. I don't know if they're dead or not. We are going to go and quickly check out these houses because I kind of felt like we were alone after all the shooting that we did in the previous episode. But if there are bodies around in houses like this, we need to be sure that they are actually dead. How much ammunition do we have? Okay. Let's go nice and slow. I'm not seeing breathing, so I'm okay to move up to you. Okay, what do you got? Do I want to take your ghoul blood? I'll take your flip lighter. Okay. Just a skeleton, maybe? Okay. Nice and easy. Now, I guess I was kind of wondering how they did die, but I guess it was our friend on top of the roof that did it. Yep. I think he's pretty much cleared the place out. Apart from those last ones, though, which is kind of, I guess, a little strange. Is that just the wind, or were you breathing? Okay. Thank you. Ooh, hello. Please be novice. Oh, yes! Okay, alright, we'll see if we can keep up our, well, I guess our pretty good record so far of not breaking any lockpicks. I've jinxed it now, haven't I? Ooh, maybe not. Oh, easy. There we go. Okay, yeah, we'll take it. I do like that the valuables in them feel like they make a little bit more sense. Like, almost all of them have had pocket watches in so far, which makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know if that's changed. I don't know if Frost changes what's inside safes, but it makes a lot more sense to me. And also the fact that there's money in there, not bottle caps, because a lot of these safes haven't been touched since the bombs fell, so it kind of makes sense to me that we'd be seeing money in there rather than bottle caps. Just little immersion things like that. I think it's nice that when, you know, mods change that. I think we've actually explored all the houses now. I think we are clear. Yeah. It's not a bad little perch he had up there. Not bad. I'm actually surprised that he didn't trap the house. I would have expected there to be, you know, landmines or something else like that. But then maybe that would have given his position away. Don't know. Don't know what his reasoning was behind it, but anyway, we've got a little home as of this episode. It's not anything incredible, but it's okay. Now I wonder, do we start feeling addiction right away? Wow! Like as soon as the beer runs off. That is, that's quite the addiction. Well, that's something. And it's something that we're going to have to be aware of, and I imagine there's probably going to be stages to that. What is the time of day right now? Probably worth us having a little bit of a sleep. So we are going to end today's episode by doing that, having a sleep in our own bed, and we're going to go ahead and sleep for 8 hours. The first full sleep Elliot has had since we've started playing. Now, fingers crossed this is actually going to work out okay for us, and it's not going to murder us somehow. Oh, listen to that. There's a storm. We're ravenous from lack of food. Okay, so let's see if this does actually help us. So it's going to be good for us to have these strange pies kind of stashed away with some paper wrapped around. There we go. Stealth field for 0 seconds. Okay, so that's good. Like, that actually kind of worked. Now, did that actually help us there, or are we still ravenous? I feel like we're still ravenous. Yeah, we are. Okay, so it might be 2 meat pies then. Crave a different kind of food. It's not working anymore. Even though it's human. It was working before, but it doesn't seem to be working anymore. Interesting. Well, that's definitely an issue, because we could starve to death from that. So that is a big problem for us. Because we can't get any more meat from him. So, guys and gals, that's something that we're going to have to try and deal with in the next episode. I truly do hope that you will choose to join me then. Our survivor, Elliot, the Wendigo Wood, is doing a little bit better today. He's been able to build a home for himself, and, well, increase his chances of survival that little bit more. But as always, his hunger gnaws at his sides, and we're gonna have to do something about that. We're gonna have to go out and hunt yet again. There are 2 people waiting for us down in Concord, and some others, so perhaps in the next we'll explore down there and see what we can find. Thank you all for joining me. I've been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned.